Welcome to Restorative Yoga and Yoga Nidra, or the Friday Chill Out Zone. And whatever day you've had, whatever you've been through, however you're arriving, just give yourself a moment to arrive and be here now and become present and rest. Let's get some good rest, everybody. So this is the signal for the rest to begin. The sound of the bell ringing out. It's always a lovely kind of, it's the yoga time now. And we're going to start by lying down. Hopefully that's a nice a nice start for everybody. Lying down. Get that out of the way. That's better. Lying down. Instantly feel different. So lying down flat, if you can, if that's comfortable for you, just lying in Shavasana. This is the corpse posture. Arms out to the sides. So chest is nice and open, shoulders open, inside of the elbows exposed, hips open. If this is impossible for you, then you can always have your feet on the floor, knees slightly bent, in semi-supine, that one's called. And we'll just close the eyes for a moment, just to give ourselves that moment of transition from everyday life. Maybe we've been traveling or busy or just come off the laptop from working on screen. So take a deep breath in through the nostrils and sigh out through the mouth. Good. And we'll just do this little candle breath, I call it, because it's a really nice one to just slow everything down. We only have to do about 3 of these. It's a great takeaway as well. So keep the eyes closed still. You breathe in through the nostrils. In the out breath, you make a tiny little hole with your mouth, like your pursed lips, and just let the air out slowly. You don't need to push it out, as if you're blowing a candle out. And you'll notice that out breath is so much longer. And then what happens when the out breath is longer? The in breath becomes more full. Try not to gulp the air in through the nostrils. Just let the air gently come in. You're just relaxing the belly and allowing the air to come in. And then again, another candle breath. So if you're blowing a candle out, there's a small, steady stream of air coming out through the mouth. We'll do one more of those. Very comforting. Immediately, in 3 breaths, I feel a difference. And now, just to energize the system, we're going to chant the mantra Om 3 times as well. 3's a good number. So still with the eyes closed, you breathe in through the nostrils and just let your sound out. Don't forget to open the mouth really wide. The more space you give the sound to come out, the more satisfying the sound is. And it's really letting the sound out. So 3, and just start and finish whenever you want to. Just take notice of that kind of echo, that kind of resonance now that is felt in the body. And let's see if we can let that resonance start to move the body. So we bring the feet and the legs together and we extend the arms above the head. Give yourself a full extension. There's no need for stretching to happen here. We're just allowing the body to extend and express itself and be spacious. And we're going to encourage that. So there'll be a little bit of stretching now by taking hold of the left wrist with the right hand. Push the left heel away, keeping it on the ground, both legs staying on the ground. And then inhale, and imagine the inhale is coming into the left side of the body. And on the exhale, push the heel away and just drawing that left arm up and over the head. Let the head roll over. So the right side of the face is just resting on the upper right arm there. You can even tense the left buttock slightly, but really fill the left side with air as you inhale, pushing the left heel away, drawing that left arm over, up and over, and a long, slow out breath through the nostrils also. Keeping the breath in and out through the nostrils at the moment. One more breath in. On the next out breath, just let go of that left arm and let it just flop and bring the head back to center. Just see how that feels. Oh, it feels so spacious. Take the left hand around the right wrist, pushing the right heel away. Just relax the left side. You can just let that rock back and forth a little bit, that leg. So engaging the right side now. So breathe into the right side, particularly the right waist there. In through the nostrils, also out through the nostrils. You're just gently pushing that right heel away on the ground and just drawing that right arm up and over the head. And let the head roll over, rest on the upper left arm. So it's nice and relaxed and just giving a bit of space to the right side of the neck also. Every inhale, you're going to make space for that air. On the exhale, we're expanding. Don't forget, you can also just tense the right buttock slightly if it helps. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. You can try that. And you're breathing in and out through the nostrils. One more breath in through the nostrils. And exhaling out through the nostrils. Release both the arms now. Just rocking both legs back and forth, just releasing them. Just seeing if you can feel a bit more openness and looseness coming into the limbs. And the arms are above the head, but the elbows are bent, so you're comfortably having the arms on the ground. And we're going to do this little sequence now. First of all, we'll just move the arms on their own. So breathe in, first of all, through the nostrils. As you breathe out through the nostrils, you're lifting the arms up through space. They're reaching the fingers to the ceiling. And as they move through space, you're breathing out slowly and steadily until the arms reach the ground, either side of the body, exhaling fully. Now we're going to do the sequence. So the inhale, the arms come up. They end up on the ground at the end of the inhale, so we'll have to coordinate that. On the exhale, we push the small of the back in the ground, lift the knees up to the chest. That's the exhale. The inhale, we push the heels up to the ceiling. The exhale, we draw the knees into the body. The inhale, we extend the legs away. You can do that without touching the ground, or you can put the feet on the ground and slide them away. You can choose that. Finally, exhaling, bringing the arms forward. It's a lovely little sequence coming from the Shivananda tradition. Inhale, lifting the arms up. So doing this in your time, but try and follow the breath. Let the breath be in charge. Exhaling, you're lifting the knees right up into the chest. Inhaling, push the heels up to the ceiling. Exhaling, draw the knees in, squeeze them in. Inhaling, either slide or extend the legs away. Exhaling, arms coming through space, slowly, slowly. Trying to match the movement to the breath. As I said, the breath is in charge. The inhale, the arms come up. One long, slow, steady movement. The arms reach the ground. Then the back pushes into the ground, starting the exhale, draw the knees in. This is exhaling, so we're drawing the knees in. Inhaling, pushing the heels up. Exhaling, drawing the knees in. Inhaling, extending the legs away. Exhaling, arms come forward. Let's do one more of these. So we should start to feel a bit more, a bit more pattern. Inhaling, the arms come up slowly and smoothly through space. It's a full inhale. Then the back pushes into the ground. You draw up the knees. Exhaling. Inhale, push. So you're lengthening the backs of the legs, giving them a good stretch. Exhale, draw the knees in. Inhale, extend the legs away. And the very last thing, exhaling, long, slow exhale, arms moving through space. Good. And then you're going to finally get a nice moment to hug the knees properly for a little bit longer, because you're probably, that's going to feel good after all that extending. Have a little rock side to side, holding and hugging the knees. Breathe in through the nostrils, out through the mouth. Let's have some releasing breaths at last. What might be nice now is just to free up a bit more space. So we're just going to keep the knees together, but draw a circle with the knees. So one hand on top of each kneecap, breathing in, the knees come away, breathing out, the knees come in. This is keeping the breath in and out through the nostrils now, coming back to that energy maintenance. Inhale and exhale. So the inhale makes space for the air, the knees come away. The exhale, we draw the knees in, we're squeezing the breath out. So we're just making this nice movement here. When we change direction. Same thing still though. Still inhale as the knees go away. And if you want, you can just extend that by taking the hands away, going hands free and letting the knees move around, making a bigger circle, but you don't have to. It's kind of more contained when you hold the knees. So it's just unwinding ourselves, unwinding the day. Hug the knees again. Push the heels up to the ceiling and also extend the fingers to the ceiling. And we're just going to do this. We're going to do this kind of softening spaghetti movement. So imagine your arms and legs are just like spaghetti in a hot pan of water and just becoming very kind of fluid. And you can include all the joints. So it might be the toes are moving, the ankles, the wrists, the elbows. They're just kind of moving. So rather than the dying fly, it's kind of like the spaghetti arms and legs. And then we just hug the knees. Give yourself a rest there. Breathe in through the nostrils, breathe out through the mouth. Have a sigh. And then we're just going to roll onto the side there, slowly, nice and slowly, come up to seated. Take your time there. Find your seat. We'll have another bit of rocking on your seat now. So sitting cross-legged and rocking, making yourself comfortable. Side to side rocking. And then find that stillness there. And when you find that stillness, circle the knees. This is like saying, hello knees, and giving them a bit of love and a bit of attention. More often than not, our joints, especially the knees and problematical areas, we're always kind of, I have a bad knee and it's really hurting me. So we're just going to do the opposite of that. Then we bring the hands to the lower back, give ourselves a little bit of, need to lock that. And then we bring the fingers to the chest. Let some sound out. Breathing in through the nostrils. Yeah, let it out. It feels good to do that. This is waking up the breathing. You might want to just rub the heart a little bit as well with one of your hands. Just feels nice. Rub the sides as well. Bit of body love. Yeah, a bit of self-love, a bit of kind of acknowledgement of this body. And then rub the palms together a little bit. And we just shake the hands out a little bit. Shaking off the day. Let's have a look at the neck now. Very delicate area. We're going to take some time with this. Reaching up the right hand up to the ceiling and taking that hand onto the back of the neck. Just taking the fingers of the left hand to the left side of the neck. So we're resting just below the left ear there. The thumb is pointing right down the center. So maybe you'll feel those top little vertebrae in the back of the neck with that thumb pointing directly down. Elbows aloft there. Inhale. Fill the body with space, and exhaling, let the chin fall to the chest gently and just relax the back. Let the chin come to the chest, let the head hang, releasing the upper back and the back of the neck. And the last thing we do is we breathe in again. And on this next out breath, we just let our face turn so the nose is pointing towards the left knee. This is just to, again, create more space in the left side of the neck. We're holding it gently but firmly. I'm continually dropping both shoulders, but particularly the left shoulder down. So we're naturally creating a bit of space in the left side of the neck. This is such a reliable way to release tension in the neck. And keep breathing in and out through the nostrils, just releasing. And use the next inhale to lift the head up to center again. And just let go of the right hand. Just see how that feels. I can definitely feel the difference, even just after those few seconds. Reaching up with the left hand to the ceiling and taking that hand to the back of the neck. Again, fingers this time are underneath the right ear, just resting on the right side of the neck, thumb pointing directly down the spine. Resting this other arm in the lap, nice and relaxed this right shoulder. Breathing in through the nostrils, breathing out through the nostrils. Let the chin fall to the chest, let the back round, really let it go. Inhale again through the nostrils, and on the next exhale, we're just pointing the nose towards the right knee. So you're looking at the right knee and the nose is pointing at the right knee. So again, the hand is firmly supporting the right side of the neck. We're dropping the right shoulder down. We're breathing in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils, slowly releasing the right side of the neck. And just enjoying that space we're creating and the support we're giving ourselves. And use the next inhale to lift the head up to center and release the neck with that hand. Maybe we'll just roll the shoulders back. Well, actually, we're rolling them in a circle. So it's not just back. They're lifting up and they're rolling back and down and then rolling forward. So really kind of giving ourselves almost an internal massage of the shoulders, which also works into the neck, of course, because everything's connected. We know that. Forwards now with the shoulders, breathing in and out. Let the arms just hang there. They're going to move around a little bit. Hands are going to just hang. Just try and coordinate that with the breath. So the inhale is a lift and the exhale is a softening and lowering down. Good. So we've got a bit more energy coming into the shoulders and the chest. Let's come into a twist again to revitalize the spine. Right hand on the left knee, left hand behind, close to the back. So you want that forearm in contact if you can with that lower back. So you feel yourself held between your arms. Inhale, lift the crown, the center of the crown is lifting. Imagine that silver thread lifting. And the roots going down, strong belly, strong back. Exhaling, the belly comes around first. Try and keep the gaze forwards. Inhale, lift. Exhale, the ribs and the chest and the shoulder. And finally, the head follows on that out breath. Turning, but keeping the head on top of the body. Keep dropping the shoulders down. Inhale, lengthen and lift the crown. Nice full in breath through the nostrils and exhaling through the nostrils also. Just turning a little further, but without pushing. You know, we don't need to force or kind of feel like we're on a mission here. We're just kind of being interested and curious and seeing, is there more space my body's giving me at the end of that out breath? And it's very likely that it will give you. And it might not feel like very much, but that is something, you know, when you think you're at full twist and you think, body's giving me a bit more. One more breath in and untwist to the front. See how that feels. Give yourself a little bit of a wiggle, starting to feel a bit more lively and open in the spine. Right hand behind. Left hand on the right knee. Lift. That lift comes from the chest. Strong belly instantly. You notice as soon as you lift the sternum, we have to engage here. Exhaling, the belly comes around to the right and the ribs. Breathe in again, lift the crown as if it's a helium balloon there, your head. And then the chest and the shoulder. And then finally the head turns. Keeping the head on top of the body, not letting it lead. So keeping the chin slightly tucked in the back of the neck, very long. This does help to keep the head on top of the body. Every inhale, you're lengthening, dropping the shoulders. Every exhale, turning a little deeper. Just finding that space that the body is giving you on that out breath and avoiding pushing, avoiding kind of hurting oneself. That's completely against the grain, you know, with our practice. Self-care, self-love. And just being interested and curious. One more breath in and release to the front. Have another little wiggle. Good. How's that feel? A little bit more lively now. Interlake the fingers in front of the body. Still want to get this chest a bit more spacious, you know, particularly releasing tension in this area. Shoulders get hunched up through the day. So interlake the fingers, breathe in to the chest. As you exhale, take the hands away, take them forwards and take the chest back and drop the head. So you're looking down at your feet here and you're taking the hands forward and you're taking the middle of the back between the shoulder blades backwards. So trying to create this big space between the hands and the chest. And we do this with the breath. So breathing in, you breathe into the chest. Breathing out, you expand. And you also feel this in the back of the shoulders, which is also a really good area to get a bit of expansion. One more breath in and release the hands slowly on the out breath. Slowly lift the head back up. Let's see how that feels again. Maybe have another little wiggle. Why not? Now take the fingers, interlink them behind the back. Let them just rest on the back there. Now keep the neck nice and long. The side angle. Neck nice and long means a lot of people when I say that they'll lift their chin, but neck nice and long. Think about the back of the neck being long. This also you think about the whole spine being long. So inhale again in the space across the chest. And on the exhale, you take the hands back and away. So what we're doing is taking the chest forward. So you can see this diagonal from the chest. It's going up and the hands are going back. So really think about that diagonal shape. The neck is not involved. It's just relaxing. So you're looking down at the ground just in front of you. And then you're not going to strain your neck at all. After we've beautifully elongated the neck, we don't want to scrunch it up. Breathe deeply in and out through the nostrils. We're just expanding the front of the chest, the front of the shoulders. One more breath in. And release slowly on the out breath. Yeah, it feels a bit more spacious now in this body. And now we're just going to come onto all fours. We're going to come down to the ground in a second. We'll just do one little last thing. I thought it'd be nice to do what I would call, well, call it different things. I call it disco cat. Could be freestyle cat. So, and all this is involving is imagining you have a tail. This is the important part of it. You have to imagine and visualize your tail. I think I've got a lovely squirrel tail, big bushy squirrel tail, but yours can be whatever you want it to be. And you're just going to make sure, first of all, your hands are firmly grounded and also your elbows are not locked. We don't want any rigidity. We need to be really fluid, like a cat. So we're just going to take a little circle with that base of the spine. Keep those elbows nice and soft. And the neck is just kind of relaxed. So you might want to look at the ground between the hands. And we're just turning as if we're showing our tail off in a small circle to begin. And as you start to warm up, then you can start making that circle a bit bigger, really get into the body and think, let the whole body follow this circling. So you start to notice, oh, my elbows are bending, my wrists are kind of getting a bit mobile, my hips are moving a little bit, my whole back is moving. And you might even want to move your head and your neck as well, if it feels appropriate for you. But we're just circling and just letting yourself be following the movement. And it's really nice to close your eyes when you do this, because then you just get into the whole fluid, circling, spiraling movement. Breathe with it in whatever way feels good. So it's big, long, deep breaths. Yeah, just feeling that movement. And we'll just have a little moment to pause. So you can sit back on your knees if that's okay for you. And we're just going to bring the fingers interlink and just loosen the wrists. So you're doing these little circles, or whichever way you like to do that, both ways. One way that's really difficult. Okay, and then we just make little stars with the fingers again, just to kind of release the wrists. And we bring them back down, because we've got to go the other way yet. So if you most likely went clockwise, so you're going to go the other way. Start small. So just moving that tail, like you just kind of like, you know, just slowly sort of showing off your tail, kind of in a quiet way to begin. And then you can't resist it. It's just getting bigger and bigger, this big circle. And then you might even find, you know, your elbows, your shoulders, your chest might even like start coming towards the ground. You might even start sitting back into your heels slightly. Just let yourself be really, you know, taken away by the centrifugal force, this kind of spiraling movement. But everything just happen. Just go with the breath. Don't hold your breath. Keep the breath moving. Keep the body moving. So it's becoming more fluid, flowing, releasing, but so naturally and organically. It feels good for all the joints just to spiral and move. And then find the stillness. Take a moment just to sit back on the heels, slide the hands away, and we come into the pose of the swan. One of my favorite poses. So elegant and beautiful. Forehead comes to the ground. Breathe in through the nostrils. Now we get some sighing breath out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nostrils. Let it go. Whatever's there, whatever's in the way, whatever's burdening you or troubling you or keeps catching you or hooking your attention, just let it go. Every out breath, you're just going, let that go, just for now. Those things will have your attention later on, but for now we don't need that. And then we're just going to slowly come back to kneeling. We're going to very slowly come to seated. Stretch the legs out. Almost there. Bounce the knees up and down just to loosen them. Give the legs a little rub because it feels good. And we're also just really, you know, it's a simple way to become embodied. It's just rub the body, you know. A nice thing to do also, if you've kind of been in a bit of a sticky, yucky situation with anybody, just sort of sweeping it off. sleeping off the energy, and then you're fresh. You know, if you've had that, it's just a good tip, easy thing to do. And then we're just going to lay the body down. So last bit of effort is just rolling down, stretching towards the toes. Or you can just lie down. I'm not watching. Breathing in and out the whole time. And when you're down, know that it's all just easy, 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 easy now. If you feel like you want to just hug your knees, you can do that. And anything else that you feel like you want to do, hugging the knees and just easing yourself into the Yoga Nidra. So nice little rock and roll on the back is good. If you feel like you want to come into a twist, then put your feet on the ground, a bit away from the back side, arms out to the side. We'll just do a little bit of simple twist just to kind of slow the breathing and steady the mind. Breathing into the nostrils. As you exhale, let the knees fall to the left, the head goes over to the right. Inhale, bring the knees to center. Exhale, knees fall to the right, head goes over to the left. So this with the eyes closed, just to take yourself into that inner space. A little inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in and out through the nostrils, just moving in time to your breath, knowing that we're easing ourselves into stillness. You know, it's nice to sometimes find the restfulness in movement. There are moments of rest to be found in movement. And the key to that, the secret is just to stay present. Stay present with the breath. Feel the breath is moving the body. And then it's like resting. The movement feels like effortless. And the next time you find your knees come to center, just slide the legs away. And maybe just take the hands onto the belly and the heart. Just give yourself a little bit of comfort. I know some people like to keep their hands on their body during the Yoga Nidra, and that's really okay. Traditionally, it's always hands not touching anything and lying in Shavasana. But I'll give you that option because why not? You know, it's nice to have choices. I mean, it's whatever feels restful for you anyway. So we're going to shift into our Nidra now. So you're going to get yourself comfortable. And my friend here is going to take up the space behind me. And for the first time ever, we have real life people in the Nidra. We'll begin. Give yourself time to get yourself steady. Cover yourself with a blanket. Hello, Alison. Yeah, it's quite nice having this live.
I feel like I should be watching at home.
I know, there's a difference here. So I'm going to get my scarf as well, make myself nice and cozy. You don't mind being on the screen? No, that's okay. I would adjust my screen if that was the case. So we're going to practice Yoga Nidra. Yes, at last. Practice Yoga Nidra. So get yourself comfortable. Take a few seconds just to adjust your blankets, your clothes, your mat, anything that needs adjusting. Finding your position, any last bits of kind of, movements that you need to make. Ideally, you want to be still and quiet during the Yoga Nidra. So just take a few releasing breaths, breathing in through the nostrils, sighing out through the mouth. Just let it go. Closing the eyes and keeping them closed throughout the practice. The practice of Yoga Nidra is the act of hearing and the act of feeling. And these are the only important factors. In Yoga Nidra, you function on the level of awareness, plus the level of listening. In dreams, you have no control. In Yoga Nidra, you are the creator of the dream. Say to yourself mentally, I will not sleep. I shall only listen to the voice. Repeat to yourself, I will not sleep. Give yourself some time to become calm and steady. Take a deep breath, and as you breathe in, feel calmness spreading throughout the body. And as you are breathing out, say to yourself mentally, relax. Become aware of sound. Become aware of sounds in the distance. Become aware of the most distant sounds that you can hear. Let your sense of hearing operate like a radar beam, searching out distant sounds, following them for a few seconds, moving your attention from sound to sound, without attempting to identify the source. Gradually bring your attention to closer sounds, to sounds outside the building you're in, sounds inside the building, sounds inside the room you're in, sounds of your own breath, sounds of your own heartbeat. Now develop your awareness of the room that you're in. Without opening your eyes, visualize the walls, the ceiling, the floor, your body lying on the floor. Become aware of the existence of your physical body lying on the floor. Total awareness of your body lying in perfect stillness. Your body is lying on the floor. Develop your awareness of all the physical meeting points between your body and the floor. Become aware of the natural breath. Become aware of the deep, natural, spontaneous breath, without concentrating on it too hard or interfering with the natural process. Keep on listening to my voice and know that you are breathing. The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. Say mentally to yourself, I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. I will not sleep. This is the moment to make your resolve, your sankalpa. A simple resolve, simple words in a positively framed sentence. Please state your sankalpa clearly with feeling and awareness 3 times to yourself. Now we begin the rotation of consciousness, moving your awareness, your consciousness around the body in a very specific order, moving the attention quickly from body part to body part as I name each body part. If you wish, you can repeat the name of each body part after me, whilst you simultaneously become aware of it. The practice begins with the right side of the body. Right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, right thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe. Bring your attention to the left side of the body. Left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, left thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe. Bring your attention to the back of the body. Bring your attention to the right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, right buttock, left buttock, the length of the spine, the whole of the back together. Bring your attention to the front of the body. Top of the head. Forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the eyebrow center, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, the nose, tip of the nose, right nostril, left nostril, upper lip, lower lip, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, middle of the chest, navel, abdomen, lower abdomen. Bring your attention to the whole of the right leg, whole of the left leg, both legs together, whole of the right arm, whole of the left arm, both arms together, whole of the back, whole of the front, whole of the head together, legs, arms, back, front, head together. the whole of the body together, the whole of the body together, the whole of the body together. Develop awareness of the whole body and become aware of the space occupied by the body. Become aware of the body and this space that is occupied by your body. Body and space. Body and space. Become aware of the whole body and the floor. The whole body in relation to the floor. At the same time, become aware of the meeting points of the body and the floor. Feel the meeting points between the back of your head and the floor, shoulder blades and the floor, the elbows and the floor, the back of the hands and the floor, the buttocks and the floor, the calves and the floor, the heels and the floor. Awareness of all the meeting points between the body and the floor. The sensation of all points simultaneously, evenly. Carry on feeling these points clearly and distinctly. Switch your attention to the eyelids. Feel the narrow line of meeting between the upper and lower eyelids. Feel the sharp points where they meet. Intensify your awareness between the eyelids. And then the lips. Center your attention on the line between the lips, the space between the lips. From the lips, we go to the breath. Draw your attention to the natural ingoing and outgoing breath. Feel the breath moving along the passage between the navel and the throat. On inhalation, it rises from the navel to the throat. On exhalation, it descends from the throat to the navel. Be completely aware of the respiration. Navel to throat, throat to navel. Don't try to force the breath, just awareness. Maintain your awareness. And at the same time, start counting your breaths backwards as follows. I am breathing in 21. I am breathing out 21. I am breathing in 20. I am breathing out 20. I am breathing in 19. I am breathing out 19. And so on from 21 to 1. Count to yourself mentally as you follow the rise and fall of your breath from navel to throat and back again. Total awareness of breathing and counting. The breathing is slow and relaxed. Now bring your awareness and finish the counting. And instead, bring your awareness to the following sensations. Heaviness. Awaken the feeling of heaviness in the body. The feeling and sensation of heaviness. Become aware of heaviness in every single part of the body. You are feeling so heavy that you are sinking into the floor. Awareness of heaviness. Awareness of heaviness. Lightness. Awaken the feeling of lightness. Awaken the feeling and sensation of lightness. A sensation of lightness and weightlessness in all parts of the body. Your body feels so light that it seems to be lifting up and floating away from the floor. So light it is. Awareness of lightness. Cold. The experience of cold. Awaken the experience of bitter cold in the body. Imagine you're walking on a cold floor in winter. Your feet feel very cold. You feel cold all over. Awareness of coldness. Awareness of coldness. Heat. Awaken the sensation of heat. Awaken the experience of heat. The whole body is hot. The whole body is hot. You feel hot all over. Recollect the feeling of heat in summer when you're out in the sun with no shade. Heat all over the body. Heat all around the body. Awareness of heat. Pain. The experience of pain. Concentrate, bring your awareness to try to remember the experience of pain. Any pain you may have experienced in your life, mental or physical. Recollect the feeling of pain. Allow it. Be interested and curious in this feeling of pain. Pleasure. Recollect the feeling of pleasure, any kind of pleasure, physical or mental. Recollect this feeling and relive it. Make it vivid and real. Awaken the feeling of pleasure, a real feeling of pleasure. Check that you are awake. Notice if you are drowsy or sleepy. And say to yourself, I am awake. I am practicing Yoga Nidra. Withdraw your mind and concentrate on the space in front of your closed eyes. The space we call Chidakasha. Imagine before you a transparent screen through which you can see infinite space. A space that extends as far as the eyes can see. Concentrate on this dark space and become aware of any phenomena that manifests within it. Whatever you see is the manifesting state of the mind. Continue your awareness of this space, but without becoming involved. Practice detached awareness only. Now, with your inner vision and imagination, bring the following imagery to mind. Imagine yourself in a park in the early morning. The sun has not risen, and the park is deserted, except for yourself. It is a beautiful park, calm and peaceful. Walk across the springy grass. Listen to the birds whistle and call as they welcome in the new day. There are gardens of flowers, roses, yellow, pink, red, purple. Smell their fragrance and see the early morning dewdrops on their petals. Nearby the rose garden is a fish pond. Goldfish swim in and out amongst the water lilies. See their graceful movements. You walk between trees, beautiful trees, bare trees, and trees with leaves, wide-spreading trees, and tall, stately trees. There is a clearing between the trees. In the clearing is a small temple with an aura of light around it. You go to the door. It is cool and dim inside. Inside on the walls there are pictures of great saints. You sit down on the floor, close your eyes, and become still. A sense of deep peace and harmony envelops you as the sounds outside fade into the distance. Continue your awareness of meditation inside the temple and stay there for some time until peace and harmony pervade. Bring your awareness back to the dark space you see in front of your closed eyes. Watch the darkness that you see before you very carefully, with detachment, without becoming involved. Rest your mind in this warm and friendly darkness. Notice if any subtle phenomena manifest. Colors, images, patterns, symbols. Simply take note of these and continue with your awareness. If thoughts occur, let them come and go, but continue watching the dark space. Continue this with detached awareness. Now remember your resolve, your sankalpa. Repeat the same sankalpa you made at the beginning of the practice, in the same words and with the same attitude. Repeat your sankalpa now 3 times clearly, with feeling and emphasis. Om Bhuva Swaha Tat Savito Varenyam Bhargo Divasya Dimai Dio Yona Prashodayat. Become aware of your breathing. Become aware of your natural breathing. Awareness of breathing and awareness of relaxation. Develop awareness of your physical body, your existence, your arms and your legs, and your body lying on the floor. And become aware of the meeting points between your body and the floor. Develop awareness of the room around you, walls, ceiling, the noises in the room and the noises outside. Take your mind out. Become completely external. Lie quietly for a few moments with your eyes closed, just starting to gently move your body, maybe the hands and feet, fingers and toes, gently waking the body up without any hurry, without any rush, just following your body, taking your attention out. And when you're sure you're awake, just slowly bring yourself to seated and open your eyes when you're ready. Deepening your breath to wake yourself up. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Hari Om Tat Sat. So, just taking a little moment to come to seated or stay lying, whatever you feel more comfortable with. Looking around, just re-entering the day, whatever time of day it is for you, just rubbing the arms and legs, just feeling that sense of body, my mind's out, I'm looking around and I'm becoming more aware of the space around me. You might want to stretch your body, you might want to hug your knees, you might want to roll onto the side, do whatever you feel is comfortable. And then we're going to rub the palms together. And we'll bring the hands over the heart center. Close your eyes and just bring to mind anybody who you want to connect with. Send love, healing, prayers, whatever you feel that you want to send to, gratitude. Bring them to mind, bring them into your heart and just feel that energy exchange. Love, heart to heart to heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for your practice today. Be well, be happy. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace.